All right, you guys. We are here for how to be a Dogman YouTuber. And today I want to talk about something very special before we begin because it is going to be the third and last day for now, you guys. But I wanted to do something very special to change it up a little bit because as it is day 3 of how to be a Dogman YouTuber, I want to say welcome to anyone who is just watching. Maybe you're watching it live, maybe you're catching the replay, but welcome to day 3 of how to be a Dogman YouTuber. Let's see who is here in the chat. We have Evans, Crazy Dogman, Leon Lab TV, Dogman PD. Let's see. We have Crazy Dogman. I see Zana's here. Domin XI. Wow. VX Shelly is back. Alfie Smith. All right. Noah Blaze, welcome to the stream. Okay. Welcome to the stream. Jenny, the Horror Kids. Hello. Maxwell, welcome to the stream. Messiah, dude. Okay, guys, so tell me in the chat if I missed your name by any chance, but as I said, today is going to be an important day because we had day 1 where we talked about starting your channel, the 2 types of videos you should make that I suggest. Then we talked about how to get video ideas. Day 2, yesterday, we talked about filming and editing your video. And today, day 3, we're going to talk about how to post your video the right way. So I also wanted to say, guys, maybe if you want to get like a notebook or a piece of paper, you can write down notes as we go on. And also, like, yesterday, I did ask you guys that if you have time, if you have the opportunity, you can try to film your video. You can try to edit it and just see what comes out. But if you don't have time, that's completely fine. But try to see if you want to follow along after the stream or if you want to just take your time and learn first and foremost. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. And as I said, last class we learned how to film and edit our Dogman videos the right way. So today we're going to be talking about posting, and we're going to focus on your title, thumbnail, and description. So these are going to be very important, and of course I have a special surprise to celebrate the last day of the workshop. So you guys, let's go ahead and move on. And I want to ask you guys, have you ever published a YouTube video? And if you've done it, how do you feel when you post it? Let's see what everyone says in the chat. Let's see what everyone says. I know the stream's a little bit delayed, so I only see it right away. All right. How do you guys feel when you post a video? Greg Videos, welcome to the stream. So it looks like Dom and XI and Noah Blaze have posted videos before. Noah Blaze feels good. Evans feels great. Looks like Creativist says yes, and I got 0 views. Okay, well, I can help you improve that. Domin XI says motivated. Creativist is always nervous. The Horror Kids hopes it does well. Noah Blaze says I got late. Leon Lab has published 35 videos. Okay, that's not bad. PD feels motivated. Alright, so it looks like you guys know what I mean. And yes, it is important to focus on the positive emotions when posting your video, guys. But of course, we also have to just think about what we can do to maximize the performance of our video. Because think about it. If you put so much effort into making your video, then obviously, guys, you want it to do as good as possible and you don't want anything to hold you back. So let's move on to the next slide where I talk about how to do this. So first, you have to go to your editing app and then you press export and then it comes out in HD or however you want it. And then you want to make sure and get started with posting. So before I move on to posting, I want to talk about something called the YouTube algorithm. So a bunch of you guys probably know what it is, and sometimes I call it the YouTube robot. And basically, it's this system that pushes the right videos to the right people. So you need to use the right keywords, you need to put the right title, you need to put the right thumbnail, because that's how the robot detects what your video is about and who the perfect viewers for it are. If I don't put Dogman in the keyword of my video, if I don't put a picture of Dogman in the thumbnail, it's going to be pretty hard for YouTube to match me with my viewers. It is a little bit more easy for me because I already have an audience, so YouTube kind of pushes a bunch of my videos to anyone who's subscribed to my channel. But for those who are just starting out, it's really important to use the right keywords and to make sure that YouTube is giving your content to the right people. So that's the point of setting up your video and posting it the right way, and the big word for it is actually optimization. So think about optimization. But For the technical aspect of posting your video, guys, you need to download YouTube, and I suggest downloading YouTube Studio as well. It's the official app made by YouTube for creators. So you guys know how to post probably, but you open YouTube and you press the plus button, and then you can post your video. But for some advanced settings, you're going to need the YouTube Studio app. So let me know in the chat if you already used this before. But basically, within YouTube Studio, you can do optimization, and YouTube Studio lets you do more things like write your tags. I believe you can only write your description within YouTube Studio, at least on mobile, and that kind of stuff. So you can do cool stuff in YouTube Studio, and it also gives you analytics. Like, it gives you so much data about who's watching your videos, what time they're watching your videos, if it's more girls or boys watching your videos, what the average age is, all that kind of stuff. So it's really cool. And you can also see like how long people are watching your videos. So we're going to be doing so many more deep dives even after this workshop. But if you guys want to get all of that content, if you want me to teach you more and really show you stuff from my experience, then make sure to go to youngytclub.com. And if you write your name and your email, you can sign up for free. And then you are going to be added to my YouTube VIP list, where you'll get so many of these benefits when it launches. So optimization is the process of improving your video's success by making your title, thumbnail, and description as good or as optimized as possible. So as I said before, it matters because optimized videos are more likely to appear in search results and recommendations, hence getting you more views and subscribers. So let's see what everyone in the chat is saying. Yeah, so people are going to get YouTube Studio. View stats, I've never used it before. I think that's the one that Mr. Beast created, but I don't know how the app goes. I just prefer using the official thing that YouTube used. Evans used it 20 times. Okay. Sloandale, welcome to the stream. And yeah. Okay, so it looks like a bunch of you guys have used YouTube Studio before and you're open to using it. So let's move on, where I talk about the key elements of optimizing your video. So guys, remember the word optimizing, and I want to say, like, pretty much with everything, I like to split it into key elements. So for scripting, I split it into your hook or intro, your action, and your outro. For filming, I gave you guys the 4 main elements, which was lighting, your background, and equipment, and one more one. I forgot what it was exactly, but essentially, maybe I did like you as one of them. Okay. But essentially, every single category that I talk about has key elements. So for optimization, it's going to be your title, your description, your tags, your thumbnail, and also your end screen, which is kind of a bonus. So we're going to cover all of this, but let's go ahead and start with titles. So the point of your title is to create curiosity. So the number one thing should be to inform the viewer what your video is about. But on top of that, you should also try to create some curiosity and pull your viewers in to watch your video. So, number one, you want to make sure to use relevant keywords. So you want to use Dogman, Dogman books, Dogman series, Dogman movie, whatever you're talking about. Then you want to keep it short and sweet, because sometimes the title gets cut off if it's too long. Like, you can put in a long title, but if you're on mobile, like, you only see so much of a title. If you're on computer, you also only see so much, depending on how you're watching. For number 3, you want to be specific. So use specific numbers and topics to make the title clear and engaging. So I like to use like numbers a lot of the time because it can help things feel more tangible. So if you say like 7 reasons why the Dogman movie is going to be awesome, that's cool. It's like, oh yeah, I know there's 7 reasons. This is going to be a list. It's going to be quick for every single part, and it's going to be like exactly what you expect in a good way. But if you just say like why the Dogman movie is going to be good, it's not as compelling, it's not as concise, it's not as snappy and to the point. You should also use power words like ultimate, best, top, and guide, even verses, because all of this can make your titles more appealing and just easier to want to watch. So, title examples can be why Petey is the best villain in Dogman. I would add maybe like 5 reasons why, but it depends. I don't want the title to be too long. You can also do top 5 funniest moments in Dogman books, top 10 Dogman villains ranked, top 3 lessons learned. You guys get the gist, but there's different techniques that you can use, and as you go on, I think your titles can get better and better. But honestly, if you just package your video in a way that's as good as possible, then like that's 99% of the job done. Maybe not 99, but it's a huge chunk. It's like, have you guys ever bought something or your parents bought you something, and when it was being advertised, when you watched an ad or when you saw people talking about it, it seemed so cool, it seemed so good, it seemed so like high quality, and then when you actually got it, when you tried it out, then it wasn't as good as you expected. It was overrated, right? So that just shows how important marketing and promotion and all of that is. So you want to promote your video. Now, of course, you want your video to be at the same standard as your title and thumbnail, but my point is, if you promote your video well and if you show people that this is going to be a cool video, that's a really good thing to do because it's going to make people compelled. On the other hand, you can make the best product in the world, you can make the best video game in the world, you can make the best movie in the world, but if you don't have good trailers, if you don't have good promotion, if you don't have good stuff talking about what you're making, then no one cares. So if you don't promote what you make, then your video is not going to perform well. So that's why title and thumbnails are important. So let's make some titles together. So try to just fill in the blank if you guys want to, what you could do, what you're considering about doing. So the ultimate guide to blank. Put some ideas in the chat, guys. Or you could do top 5 best blank, top 5 worst blank. Tell me what you guys think could be possible titles in the chat. Looks like Alfie is thinking about Dogman 2. Okay. Making Dogman 2 content. Nice, nice, nice. And let's see what people are saying for title ones. Fuzzy Beast, welcome to the stream. Thanks for watching. Okay, so you guys have a bunch of ideas and you guys know what titles could be, but try to make them as creative as you can, but still like direct and to the point, because you want it to be interesting. Like think about, yeah, MNT USA says the ultimate guide to Dogman jokes. Crazy Dogman says the ultimate guide to Dogman 14. Leon Live TV says Dogman versus PD stop motion. Well, that's pretty direct and to the point. Since it's not like a really popular topic as of now, Leon, I think that's good because you just present what it's about. Later, as you keep making videos, you can add cooler titles. Maybe like Dogman defeats PD stop motion in parenthesis. Or you can do like Dogman versus PD stop motion as he said. So it depends. Top 5 best Dogman books. Dogman 2 trailer. Well, yeah, if you're going to post a trailer. But yeah, guys, there is a bunch of stuff here and a bunch of ideas that you guys have, and that's good, yeah. But as you get more experienced, you are going to make it a better and better title. So someone said playing Roblox Squid Game, that's Dom and XI. I think that's okay, but you want to add a little bit more spice to it so that people want to click on it. So try to see what other like Roblox YouTubers are doing and how they're titling their videos to try to attract more viewers to it. But it's a good start, guys, and of course, you get better and better and better. If you look at my first titles, they weren't like the most like interesting in the world, but I just said to the point what the video is about. So as long as you start somewhere, that's good. So the next thing we're talking about is your description, guys. So the description of your video has one job: to explain what your video is about. So the description is more important for optimization and for the YouTube algorithm than for the viewer, because yeah, it is important that the viewer kind of reads what it's about, but if your viewer clicks on your video, if your viewer watches it, if they see the title, they see the thumbnail, the description isn't that necessary for that purpose. But the YouTube robot needs it a lot because the algorithm is going to detect what keywords you're talking about. It's going to like 100% get the gist of what your video is about. So you need to use a lot of words that describe what your video is about and do it in like a normal way. Don't just like, I see a lot of people like tag stuffing, which is at the end of their description, they put all the keywords in a word. They write Dogman, comma, Dogman movie, comma, Dogman 14, comma. You're not allowed to do that. That's against YouTube's rules, and they can like give you a big ban if you do that too much. So what you need to do is just write a description, say what your video is about, and try to describe what your video has going on while still using important keywords. So you can see what I have to the right, and I think that's quite good. That's from my older videos. As you can see, the books I'm mentioning, Dogman 12, Cat Comical Influencers, but I think it's a quite good description to use. So next up, I want to talk about tags. So if you scroll down, you see the place to put the title, you see the place to put the description, but in YouTube Studio, you can also put tags. So tags basically just give more keywords. You can write the keywords related to your video, And then YouTube sees even more, okay, these are keywords that are tied to the video. So they used to be really, really important for YouTube videos. Now they're slightly less important than everything else that I talked about, but you still should do tags because it doesn't hurt you to do so. So tags are quite important and you should use them, and then you just scroll down in YouTube Studio and you'll find them. You can type them in. So examples of tags would be like, if I made a video called how to draw Dogman step by step, your tags can be how to draw Dogman, Dogman drawing tutorial, Dogman art, drawing Dogman step by step drawing. You can go more broad, you can say Dogman, you can even say drawing. It's just stuff like that that kind of tells YouTube what your video is about. I say the same thing for top 5 Dogman characters. As you can see, I said top 5 characters, top 5 Dogman characters, Dogman characters, Dogman villains, Dogman books, Dogman ranking. I named characters. You can throw in Scholastic, Dave Pilkey, all that kind of stuff. So as you guys can see, tags are not the hardest thing in the world, but they can help you when your video is in a pinch. So let's practice tags together, and I want you guys to suggest some tags that you have for the video title, Top 10 Facts About Dogman That You Didn't Know. Tell me what tag ideas you would put for Dogman, top 10 things you didn't know. Let's see what you guys are saying. Yeah, so you can just put Dogman, that's a good start. And they let you use about 500 characters, I think. So you can put a lot of tags in there. By characters, I mean like letters, you know what I mean? Facts about Dogman, yep, that's a good idea. You can mention like Dogman 14, Dogman movie, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, you can do facts, Dogman facts, yep, great idea, great twist. All of my favorite Dogman characters. Yeah, you can just name them like Dogman, PD, Little PD. Yeah, exactly. So there's a bunch of different titles that you can do, and I think that those are good ideas. Welcome to the stream, JD Seth. And yeah, so there's a bunch of different ideas that you guys can do for tags. But next, I want to talk about thumbnails, because thumbnails are one of the most important parts of making your video, and I think thumbnails are going to be key because when you're scrolling on YouTube, the picture you see is probably the most convincing part in showing what the video is about. So let's discuss. Here on the screen, I put some of my most popular Dogman videos, and I also put their thumbnails. So as you can see, every single thumbnail conveys what the video is about. And some of them, such as the blue one in the top right, which Dogman book is this? I literally say the title, or I rephrase the title in the thumbnail, and that's good because it can provide more context. But you also want your title and your thumbnail to work together. You want them to team up, and you want them to complement and supplement what the other one is missing. So for the first one in the top left, my most viewed full-length video, it's top 20 Dogman facts you didn't know. So the title basically conveys what the video is about. In Leon Lab, this also kind of applies to you. So in general, whenever your title is just like a general title, it doesn't have a ton of intrigue or a ton of mystery, you're just saying what the video is about, then add some mystery in your thumbnail at least, because I'm sure you guys are making some awesome videos and you want to combine it. So maybe your title is just stating what the video is about, then in the thumbnail you need to add some emotion, some energy, something unique, something cool happening, something filled with action. So as you can see, top 20 Dogman facts you didn't know, that's a pretty good title already, and I can tell by the view count. But also in the thumbnail, I'll show Dogman, I show fact number 14, and I show the cover of a Dogman book that most of us haven't seen before. Then Dogman movie book versus trailer comparison. That's pretty straightforward. I just compare it because the viewers want to see what they can expect in the video. Then in the ultimate Dogman mystery bag, I'm just holding the bag. I put a nice little snow Christmas background. I think that's pretty good. Then in the bottom left, you see my Dogman 12 predictions, and it shows Dogman, and then it says starts talking. So it's just like a sneak peek of what viewers can expect within the video. So I think that's a pretty good idea, you guys. I think it's a pretty good model to use, but it doesn't have to be complicated. Like, one of my simplest ones is these Dogman villains changed the books forever. And it just shows PD, and then it says change Dogman forever. And it has 114,000 views. So as you guys can see, it's pretty simple. It's not the hardest thing in the world, and you don't have to go for the most complicated thumbnail in order to attract your viewers. So if you guys want to learn how to make one, make sure to go to youngytclub.com, because over there you're going to be like a VIP member. As long as you put your name and your email, you're going to be a free member of my Young YouTubers Club. And then once you're added to my list, I can show you cool stuff that I make, and you're going to be added to my Young YouTubers Club that is dropping soon. So one of the videos I'm going to make is going to be how I make a YouTube thumbnail. So next time I'm making like a big video, I'm going to screen record myself making it. I'm going to have like a voiceover, and then I'm going to discuss how I'm making it, what's going through my mind, what you have to watch out for, and all that kind of stuff. So keep that in mind and go to youngytclub.com if you haven't signed up already. So before I move on to some more settings, I want to mention the end screen as well. So if you've ever been watching a YouTube video, you know at the end how like it shows like 2 videos, and then you can click on those videos to keep watching. Not the stuff that YouTube suggests to the side, but like the 2 videos that is from the viewer's channel. Yeah. So that's called the end screen, and it helps a lot, because I don't know if you guys click on them, for me at least, but in YouTube Studio it shows me that a lot of my viewers click on those videos at the end. So for example, if I made a Dogman top 5 video, and I make a PD top 5 video and a little PD related top 5 video, then I would put those 2 at the end so that viewers can click on that one when they're done watching my channel or my video. So end screens can be pretty good, and you just want to show YouTube that your channel is popular and that people are watching it, and the longer people stay watching your channel, the better. So make sure to use end screens. You can find that in YouTube Studio. Maybe it's not on the mobile app. Maybe you need to go to the website, YouTube Studio, or it's actually studio.youtube.com. You just look it up, and you can do some more advanced stuff on the computer version. So I've got some more settings for you guys. You want to decide if your video is going to be public, unlisted, or private. Most of you guys probably want to go public. And if your video is made for kids, you should mark it as made for kids, because YouTube says so. Alright, so tell me more about your channel or the videos you want to make, guys. So yeah, this one was pretty quick for day 3. We still have a little bit more to talk about, but I want to hear from you guys. Tell me more about your channel and the videos you want to make. So I think we discussed this before a little bit, but yeah, I think it's a lot of cool ideas, because everyone has different channel ideas and different things and topics that they want to cover, and I think that it can teach you guys a lot, and hopefully it'll inspire you a little bit. So tell me what ideas you guys have for your channel. I know Leon Live was talking about doing Dogman content and stop motions and all that kind of stuff. That one guy was talking about making horror related videos. So yeah. Noah Blaze says Dogman vids. Dogman XI says Roblox videos. Okay. So it looks like we have a bunch of different ideas, a bunch of people talking. Alright. So as the chat messages are coming in, I want to say that like your channel can also be flexible. So if you start with one topic, it doesn't mean you can't switch to other topics. Now, if you get like 1,000 subscribers talking about Dogman, they probably won't be as interested if you switch to something else. And that's why it's super important to pick a niche, and I guess some people say niche, and kind of commit to it. So a niche is like a topic. So commit to a topic, commit to a niche. But if you do later on lose interest, or you want to focus on something else, it's not the end of the world. So if you have an idea for what your channel is about, keep in mind that you can be flexible if it really comes down to it. But yeah, Ali Abbas, welcome to the stream, by the way, says Dogman read alouds. Okay. The Horror Kid says mostly making fun of internet horror with my friends. Okay, that'll be funny. Watch horror-ish movies, play games, and currently documenting the production of the Horror Kids comics. So yeah, wow, you already have like a ton of ideas, my friends. So that is going to be really cool. Evans, congrats on 100 plus subscribers, and making Roblox Dogman videos seems like a pretty good idea. Okay, Classic Beast, YouTube sub counts. Okay. Zana says my siblings will begin with how to draw Dogman characters, and Zana herself says that she thinks she's going to do movie reviews. Alright. Let's see. Alfie Smith says, I want to talk about why Dogman is getting a sequel, or maybe compare Dogman's movie outfits to the book and talk about the changes they made. That's a really good idea. Keep that up. And Leon Lab, my main focus right now is making Roblox story videos. Okay. Nice ideas, guys. Link's Pizza, okay. Creativist wants to mix reviews and theories like me. Okay, okay. And yeah, so it looks like a bunch of you guys have different ideas on the horizon. Maybe you already make them, maybe you don't. But I want to talk about the final steps of the upload process now. So now that you know about optimization, guys, here is my summary of the upload process. So you go to YouTube, you click on the upload button, you select your video, you fill in the title, description, and tags. Then you want to make a thumbnail. The best place to make a thumbnail is usually a free place like Canva. I think Canva is really, really good. I still use it for all of my videos. Even though I upgraded to the pro plan, I've been using the free one, or at least I used it from maybe around like 2018 to like 2022. So it's very, very good. It's a game changer. Even on the free plan, it's really good to use. So then you can set your privacy and audience settings. You can say if it's public, private, what type of audience you want to go to, and then you can click upload and watch the magic happen. So all you have to do from then is sit back, relax, watch the views and subscribers roll in, but of course you also want to get to work and continue making the next video. So you guys, that would wrap up day 3, but I want to see if you guys have any questions at all relating to YouTube or your channels, or you want to get advice on anything, then feel free to talk and ask any questions, you guys, so we can end it with like a quick Q&A. So Ali Abbas uses Canva. Okay, okay. Let's see what you guys say. Going back to the ideas, Noah Blaze says, I will have Dogman theories. Okay. Thanks for the kind words for you. I appreciate it. My Little Pony is going to make countries, scary stories, and 1v1 edits. Okay, okay. Yeah, Crazy Dogman, if you're using your parents' phone, that's completely fine because you have to start somewhere. But regardless, modern phones are already great to use, and there's basically no drawbacks with using them. Creativist says, can you do optimization for me? I mean, I can help you guys out. All of that is going to be within Young YT Club. So if you want even more access to me and my tips, and if you want more personalized advice from me, you can always get that in Young YT Club when it launches. So make sure to go and sign up for free. Noah Blaze, yeah, we can definitely talk about collabs, guys. That would be interesting to do. VX Shelly says, what are you going to do when you get haters and you don't know what to do? Honestly, you can just ignore them. YouTube does let you hide them from their channel. It does let you like delete all their comments. It does let you block them. But for me, I just let them be, you know, I let them have their opinion. And a lot of the time, they are kind of jealous of you. So I would say keep pushing forward and ignore them. Domin XI says, how can we make custom thumbnail? Yeah, so I don't know. YouTube might give you like a limit for when you need to have a certain amount of subscribers to start making custom thumbnails. So let me see on Google right now, because it's been so long that I forgot when I didn't have them. So I believe that you can do it from the get-go. Yeah, so it should let you make custom thumbnails however you want. I think it should let you. Yeah, I just looked it up and it's fine. But you can do it on canva.com. You can just look up thumbnail maker for free, and then you can make a thumbnail and just make a thumbnail describing your video. So that's a pretty good idea, Dominic XI. And yeah, you just upload it to your video in YouTube Studio or on the website. So yeah, For You says, I need to convince my mom to say yes. Do you have any tips? Well, For You, I would say that a good tip for that would be to just explain the benefits of YouTube, that it teaches you how to write, how to public speak, how to use so many of these skills, how to use technology. It's going to teach you more than any of the bad it could possibly do, which I don't have any ideas for how YouTube could be a bad thing unless you have like weird people watching your videos. But I mean, that's just the real world, right? So I think that convincing your mom to say yes would just be to tell her the benefits and try to team up with your parent as well. Maybe if your parent is involved in it, if you let your parent like look over your channel and manage your channel and take care of comments, I think it's a lot easier. Alright, Leon Lab says, will you react to our videos when we upload our Dogman videos? Yeah, of course, Leon Lab. That would be a great idea. And I think I would want that to be within Young YouTubers Club, so I can do like reviewing your videos, watching your videos, reacting to them. I think that's a great idea. Yeah. And yeah, it says you need to verify your number. Well, maybe you can do like your parents' phone number, because all it does is you just need to give them your number and then they send the code and then they just make sure that you're not a robot. So that's the whole point of it. And yeah. Alfie Smith, I don't know how you're going to meet Dogman, my friend. That might be hard unless you get like a portal or something into the Dogman world. Zana says, would you recommend to start without telling friends about it, or would you broadcast it to everyone? Well, in my opinion, I think you should share it with your close friends who won't make fun of you, but if you're scared of criticism, then don't just go promote it to your school to everyone, because, some people might hate on you, some people might not. For me, I really didn't care. Whoever was positive meant a lot, and I didn't really get anyone hating, because a lot of the time no one really hates. They just think it's interesting that one of their friends has a YouTube channel. So don't take the criticism to heart. Like when I'm in school, people still say like, "Oh, Dorian's World, Dorian's World," but they mean it in a good way. They think it's cool that one of their classmates has a YouTube channel with over 50,000 subscribers. They don't mean it in a hateful way. They don't try to tear me down. And honestly, they didn't even say anything. You know what I mean? So if people kind of rib on you, then it doesn't really matter, because they don't mean it in a rude way a lot of the time. And even if they do, think about all of the positives. Thanks a lot, Noah Blaze. Yeah, Alfie Smith, I don't know what you're talking about, my friend. I don't know how someone's going to meet Dogman. Evans, I actually met Pete Davidson already, and he was very, very kind. I met him at the Dogman movie, one of the first screenings, actually, but it was like an Empire State Building event in New York for Dogman, the movie. And he was so kind, so humble, and I need to post that interview, so it's going to be pretty cool. Creativist says, any tips on picking a channel name? I think that you should just do something that connects with you. So I like to have my name in the channel title. I think that's a good idea, and a lot of you guys do that. But just make sure that it's about something you care about and connected to you. And don't make it too long or too short. Classic Beast, I think that you could shorten your channel name a little bit if you want to grow a little bit more, because people are going to forget the whole name. Or you can make it like an acronym. Put all the first letters together. And yeah, Ali Abbas, I'm scared once my classmates mention my channel. Well, I think you should focus on the positives, my friend. And, if people are kind of laughing at you, just know that it's because your videos are doing well that they even get their attention. So yeah, guys. Yeah, for you, if you sign up on the website, you will be getting the video ideas and other things I mentioned, so don't even worry about that. You're added to my Dogman list, so whenever I drop any of that stuff, you guys are going to be first in line. So guys, I think that was pretty good, but I just want to talk real quick about what's next. What's the process after this, and where do we go moving forward? So, obviously within 3 days, I couldn't possibly share everything I've learned as a YouTuber in just 3 days, but I hope that now you guys feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more creative, and way more excited to start making Dogman videos. So from now on, you've got two choices. Option 1, you can go solo. You can take what you learned, explore more on your own, and keep experimenting by yourself. And that's totally fine, and I'll keep cheering you on from here. But option 2 is to join my Young YouTubers Club when it officially opens. So it's going to be free, and you can sign up at youngytclub.com. And over there, you're going to be able to get so many cool things. You're going to be able to get my step-by-step systems and guides. You're going to get my ready-to-use templates for scripts, thumbnails, and video ideas. I'm going to give you my own scripts, my own thumbnails. Like I'll design them for you. I'll design like a top 5 thumbnail, and you guys can just borrow the template. I'll give over 30 plus video ideas that I personally suggest and recommend that will work on YouTube. I'm going to have monthly challenges and rewards, and whoever makes the best video gets a reward. And then you can get feedback from me and from other YouTubers. You can talk about collabs, you can ask questions, you can make YouTube friends. So all of that stuff is going to be on Young YouTubers Club, you guys. And I think it's going to be pretty cool and quite interesting for all of you guys. So if you guys want to have access to that, all you have to do is to go to youngytclub.com, and then after that, you guys, once you sign up, you're going to be added to my list, and the second it drops, the second it launches, you are going to be first in line. So yeah, no, Blaze, don't even worry, just make sure you're signed up on youngytclub.com, and then I'm going to have so many cool videos and streams and all that kind of stuff, you guys. So I think that was pretty cool, you guys, right? I think we had a good 3 days. I think we covered the basic beginner topics. But of course, there are so many more things that I want to teach you. I really want to teach you my YouTube secrets and what I know about YouTube. But of course, we have to start somewhere. So Ali Abbas, the next stream relating to this, I'm not sure when it's going to be, but it's going to be most likely within Young YT Club. So if you want to sign up there, if you haven't already, you're going to get first dibs on any of my YouTube content. But in general, I'll see when the next stream is going to be. I have a lot of plans for this summer, so I can't say anything. Dom and XI, I was actually thinking about doing a Zoom call maybe every week, every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks. I was thinking about doing something like that, Dom and XI, exactly. So you took the words out of my mouth. And yeah, I do want to do that and give you guys tips and all of that. Alright guys, so thank you so much for watching this live stream. Thank you for being here for day 3. I really appreciate it, you guys. And I think this was a pretty cool stream and a pretty cool workshop. And I hope that you learned a little bit about being a YouTuber and that I inspired you. And even if you don't want to make Dogman content, I think you can still learn a lot about making videos. So once again, go to youngytclub.com, you guys. Sign up for free to be added to my Dogman YouTube list. And that is where you are going to learn how to get your first 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So, thanks a lot for watching, guys. It was an awesome time. Thanks to everyone who just watched today, maybe just watched tomorrow, but especially for those who were there all 3 days. It was an absolute blast, and a special hello to anyone who is watching the replay. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Make sure to go to youngytclub.com if you haven't already, and that will wrap it up for this workshop. Thanks a lot, guys. Keep on creating, keep on being inspired and fun and awesome. And I am going to see you in the next one. Thanks a lot, guys. Take care.